Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your boy the Deathsmasher, and the 7th anniversary is now upon us. With that being said, play my What is going on, you guys? This is your boy the Deathsmasher, and welcome back to yet another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today we're gonna be talking about 7th anniversary. Should you guys summon on 7th anniversary? My answer is straight up yes. I'm a new player. Should I summon for it? Yes. I'm a veteran. Should I summon for it? Yes. These characters look cool. Should I summon for it? Yes, absolutely, because this is by far one of the best anniversary banners that they have released, and the value in this is just stupidly good, to the point that whatever you get from this, if you happen to not get the anniversary character, you won't be able to feel as bad, because the amount of fillers that we have in this banner is actually really damn good. However, there's a catch to it. These characters, for the most part, except for the likes of the Lunar Rengiku, Christmas Toshiro, and Spirit Society Chad, these characters are all premium units. They can be pulled from tickets, so whether you guys decide to skip or not is really entirely dependent. And even then, this is not the only banner that we're getting for the anniversary, because there's always going to be a part 2 to it. And part 2 is more than likely going to be Spirits Are Forever With You. Now, as to who the units are, we don't know, because Caleb has not teased us what we were going to get. Last year, they teased us with a Beyond the Bankai version of Shunsui and Jushiro, and then later on also revealed Yamamoto in the actual trailer, and that was literally what we got for part 2. But this time around, they didn't reveal anything, so like it or not, it's gonna be Spirits Are Forever With You. I doubt it's gonna be Thousand Year Blood War, just because they have not said anything about Thousand Year Blood War characters making an actual comeback in terms of brand new units. So it is unfortunate. It's gonna be Spirits Are Forever With You. So if you care about the Beyond the Bankai characters, Roka, and whatever else we need to get in the actual game, you guys may choose to skip this banner. But that being said, we are going to be getting the news on the 28th, which is basically going to show us everything that there is to know for round 2, and you guys can choose to skip this banner or summon for it, and then yeah, you guys can literally do whatever you guys want. But anyways, the banner is absolutely amazing. You cannot go wrong with it whatsoever. It's perfect for any veteran and beginner alike. Now, that being said, one more thing to take note of. This banner, unfortunately, in terms of the overall steps, it's only 6 steps. And then step 7 is just going to be a repeat. 250 orbs, 8% of pulling a 6-star, 6% for the featured units, and 2% for the unfeatured. And it doesn't reset, so there are no discounted multis, and it's going to be the same for part 2 of the anniversary. So do keep in mind for when it comes to summoning on this banner, and of course the draw rates are going to differ per step. So yeah, and you literally only have one step in which you're guaranteed a 5-star, and that is step 6, unfortunately. So yeah, you're gonna be guaranteed a featured character, but that's it. You're not gonna be getting any more guaranteed 5-star pulls after step 6. So there's that. So be careful for when it comes to summoning on this banner, even though the value is stupidly strong once again. So with that being said, let us go ahead and break down every single one of these characters. So first character on the list is going to be the 7th anniversary Uryu. Yo, this is what Thousand Year Blood War Uryu should have been right from the start, because this character is absolutely cracked. The only bad thing is that this guy does not have Marauder. Like, he got guard break plus hit hidden enemies, which is stupid, because you can literally assign any unit the hit underground mobs as an actual bonus ability, or use a Zeta pill. Instead, this skill could have been easily Marauder, where it's basically nullify melee resistances and be guard break all at once in the same skill. But that's just my only complaint. Other than that, best speed unit that we have in the game. He is a human slash Quincy unit, so you can use either a Cape Fastener or the Spirit Javelin as a 50% SP item, and he's got a Ronkar and no Affiliation Killer, and comes armed with Weakening and Drain. Perfect, and even has a debuff on the actual Soul Bomb. And the stuff that this guy has is crazy because he has Frenzy +2, he has Speed Attribute Character Strong Attack Damage of 20%, a Berserker of 20%, even has Debilitator, Devastation of 40%, Guard Break plus hidden enemies, Havoc at 20%, and increased status element chance against Power Attribute enemies. This guy has a Disabler against every single power mob, so for IT, he is officially future-proofed. And that's not all. This character actually comes armed with a new gauge mechanic, where when you fill it up, you get a lot of crazy stuff. On top of it, when it's actually filled up for 10 seconds, you're going to be getting a strong attack reacher's time of -13% added on top of it. But that's not all, lads. That's not all, lads. Let's just get into it. Like, he has a strong attack reacher's time of -12%. And then the innate skills, he does come armed with Sprint +2, Long Stride, and 20% stamina recovery to the team party members. And okay, looks like it's not even in this actual thing, so like I'm gonna have to go on to BBS real quick. Uryu, with his new gauge mechanic that he has in the game, once you fill it up completely, for 10 seconds he will get a Berserker of 100% and damage reduction of 50%. Making this guy easily the hardest hitting unit that we have in the game overall. Literally. And as a unit, he doesn't disappoint either with the kit, because taking a look at everything else, he has the same 3k length beam as Aizen, which is 1020 width, has a brand new lunge, which is 870 at the start and then becomes 1080, so basically beyond full screen, which is really damn nice. That being said, the mags are lower, but like, doesn't matter. He's got Frenzy +2, he has the really high Berserkers. It's not even that much problematic for him. Like, he's gonna kill. And then the third strong attack is full screen. Absolutely insane unit. They gave Uryu a lot of justice. My main complaint is that he doesn't have Marauder, but other than that, beautiful unit. Speed finally got an OP unit, and I'm happy about that. Up next is going to be the 7th anniversary Ichigo, and this guy is going to be a Soul Reaper affiliated unit, so no Quincy, and is going to come armed with the Soul Reaper and Oranka Killer, so he's already going to be replacing the likes of Daddy Ichigo for being the definitive mind unit in the game, and has a strong attack reacher's time of -14%, and does come armed with a lot of really good skills. He's got Weakening and Paralysis on his entire kit. Now, it would have been preferable if he had Weakening and Drain for the more survivability, but it works, because this guy is mainly going to be a GQ character, and funny enough, he's already replacing Bruno as a nuker, and he happens to have the same Soul Bomb as Noel, because he's got Berserker of 40%, Bombardment +1, Debilitator of +5 seconds, Frenzy +1, hit underground enemies, shared complete status immunity. The way of how this skill works is that he's immune to every status element, but when an enemy tries to inflict a status element upon Ichigo, whether it be an actual attack or you stand on a puddle, your allies gain an actual status element reduction for 10 seconds and are immune to it. So it's a pretty nice little gimmick, even though I wouldn't really call it a gimmick. It's actually really damn good for guild quests. So there's that. Has Sharpshooter and status element spiritual pressure boost of 80%. So overall, really damn good, even though he doesn't have the Disabler, but honestly speaking, he doesn't exactly need it, because the innate skills, he does come armed with Havoc at 20%, Sprinter +1, and also has Immobilizer plus Innovator, meaning that he's going to be able to inflict both Weakening and Paralysis by not attacking. So it's really good. And the attacks are also pretty good, minus the SA1, I want to say, but like, the SA2 is going to be a 960 into Homing Vortex, the same beautiful SA2 that we've come to know and love, the same one as Aizen, Anniversary Byakuya, Spirits Are Forever will be Kisuke. It's that damn good. Full screen SA3. And the SA1 is a new type of strong attack. It is a cross-shaped shockwave attack, and even though it's going to be really good for getting the damage, it can actually miss sometimes, which is a bit problematic. But honestly speaking, considering this guy got the SA2 that is a 960 into Homing Vortex, you're going to want to use the SA2 first and then go for the SA1. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but like, it is what it is. It is just one minor flaw that this Ichigo has, but other than that, easily the best mind unit in the game, hands down, even though he has that weird wonky SA1. He's not going to get replaced anytime soon, but as a natural mind character, he's definitely the best there is right now. And he even has double status summon, so like, he's not going to be completely negated in IT and will work for every single IT, whether he has killer or not. So up next, it's time to talk about the fillers, and they brought back 6th anniversary Aizen. This guy is going to be a year old, and he is still by far one of the best units in the game. I'd still actually go out of my way to say that he's still better than the 7th anniversary units in terms of the overall value that this guy brings to the table, and not in terms of damage, because he has double killers being Soul Reaper and Captain Killer. He still has Frenzy +2, Havoc at 20%, Sharpshooter with hit underground enemies, also has full stamina damage boost of 20%, and comes armed with Weakening and Drain on his entire kit. And the innate skills, he does come armed with 50% dodge, Soul Reaper, and of course paralysis immunity. In the kit, of course, you guys know what I mean. He has a 3k length beam, 960 into homing vortex, and an SA3 that is full screen. This guy can be used in every game mode and just managed to be very good at it. In PvP, he's good because he's clapping Kuryoshikis and the Kenpachis. In IT, he's an absolute monster. In guild quests, he can be used in every type of GQ, provided you have the supports that are going to be killing, and you just literally keep units locked in with the SA2. Like, this character is still perfection to this day. He may not dish out the same damage as most of the newer units, but like, he's just future-proofed enough as is. This guy transcends everything, and even the 7th anniversary, which is actually crazy. He's by far the perfect character that we have in the game. He is perfection. And up next is Art Book Ichigo, which is technically not an anniversary character, but did come out before the 6th anniversary, so he is an anniversary character because of the treatment that they gave him, because he's got double killers, Soul Reaper, and no affiliation, strong attack recharge time of -14%, has weakening on everything, and he has Frenzy +1, Berserker of 60%, even has Bombardment, Havoc at 20%, Marauder, and Poise, and it still is a really damn good tech unit, still one of the best tech units that we have in the game. He's not gonna fall off anytime soon, and also has complete status immunity, Long Stride, and Sprinter +2. So for IT, even though he's not gonna have the best damage output, he is just, you know, the ultimate all-rounder for tech. Like, he's gonna be able to nuke, he's gonna be able to kill, he is also immune to everything, so nothing is gonna stop him. And in GQ, he is an absolute Chad. The only thing he is not a Chad in is obviously gonna be PvP, but he's not meant to be used in PvP, yet Aizen just works because of the double killers and how hard he freaking kills. But yeah, the actual kit, he has the Suction Vortex on the SA1, still really good for getting status elements procced in for IT, 960 AoE in front, and a full screen 1200 radius. This guy is still perfectly great. He's not going to get surpassed anytime soon, even though Safri Retsu did outdamage him by a good mile. But as a character that can be used in terms of value, he is by far the best for tech. No cap, hands down. If you guys want to see who is better between Art Book Ichigo and Spirits Are Forever with you Retsu, I recommend you guys check out my Who is Better video in my channel. So yeah, just look it up and you guys will be able to see it. So yeah, that's basically the anniversary characters summed up and literally the main meat of the banner. So if you don't get the 7th anniversary characters and happen to get Art Book Ichigo and 6th anniversary Aizen, don't feel bad because they're still one of the best characters in the game, hands down. And now we're going to go into the actual fillers of the banner. First up being Arena Rose. Now this character is mainly meant to be used in Arena, but as an actual Flurry character, he's actually going to be really good for autoing a lot of content that we have in the game, and also hits decently hard, which is actually pretty good because he has Flurry +1, has Paralysis on his entire kit, is a Soul Reaper killer, has a normal attack damage link of 30%, so really damn good if you have the likes of Spirits Are Forever with you Jushu like I do. He's gonna be a very beautiful link to run on that character, and he does hit decently well because he has a total of 50% Debilitator, Poise, Sprinter +1, and also has Weakened Defense on the Soul Bomb, making him pretty useful if you ever want to manual play with this character. He's mainly meant to be used in Arena, so like for when you get the Arena skills unlocked, he's gonna be unlocking all stats plus 40%, star power up item +2, Long Stride, and gets an additional Flurry, so in Arena he's gonna have Flurry +2. Also has Guard Break, slow immunity, and damage to paralyzed enemies of +20%. You cannot go wrong with this character. The nat string is going to be the same as Tokinara. He's got a 2500 length beam. He's got the same SA2 as Tokinara, where he calls on a vortex and pushes back the mobs, and then the SA3 is 975 radius in front. It doesn't matter what kind of strong attacks the character gets because it's a nat unit. At the end of the day, you really only want to be able to have them just in case for survivability and being able to inflict status omens. That's all there is to it. So yeah, very good character to use. He's going to be a very good autoer, and you can use him for ranged solely for GQ. So yeah, there's that. Up next is going to be Abirama. This character is a complete ranged Espada GQ unit, and even then, with the amount of multipliers that he has, he can be used even in melee GQ and still do a ton of damage because of the insane multipliers that he has. Because he has Flurry +1, Guard Break for starters, also has the same normal attack damage link of 30%, alongside having a bruiser of 60%, the technique attribute or Rancor normal attack damage of 20%, and even has a killer effect of 30% outside of guild quests, even though you're barely gonna ever use that because it's against Espadas. And he gains 50% killer effect in guild quests, and also has range damage of 30% in guild quests and 10% in every other content in the game. So yeah, he is by far the perfect tech unit that we have in the game, minus the fact that he lacks status omens. And even then, he's still really good. He has Sprinter +1 and Weaken Immunity, exactly what you would need for guild quests. In the kit doesn't really matter all that much because he has the same nat string as Rose. He has a range collision, 60% mag. SA1, for those of you guys that aren't familiar, it's Dark Lucas SA1. And the SA2 is going to be a 2500 length beam, and the third strong attack is full screen. Again, the strong attacks don't really matter too much for this character. This guy has guard break, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Up next is going to be the Arena Momo. Now, this character is not going to be really strong, but the value that she provides is going to be really good, and she's a great arena character to use overall because she has a Ronker killer, so if you don't have the likes of Spirits Are Forever with Yoruichi, she's going to be a really good character. Has Frenzy +1, Havoc at 20%, full stamina damage boost of 20%, Devastation at 40%, is a Mind Droplet character, so for when it comes to farming droplets, especially now that ×3 droplets is going to be dropping in Enriched Droplet Zone, she's going to be really good to get those Mind Droplets up for when you're trying to get a Mind character to T20. Also has Multi-Barrier +2, Poise, and Sprint +1. She has Burn on her entire kit and can heal on the second strong attack and also give out barriers. And because she has multi-barriers, she'll be able to give herself 5 barriers and 3 to her teammates, which is overall really, really, really good. And yeah, again, she's an arena character, so she is going to be unlocking the extra arena goodies. And she also comes armed with some good innate skills, such as Guard Break. She can read Aronker dodges and also has Medic. Really good. And the attacks, she has a 3k length beam on the SA1. Unfortunately, it's not the same width as Aizen, so it's an 870 width. SA2 is 960 in front, and then the third strong attack is full screen into 810 radius. It's going to be the same suction vortex attack as the 5th anniversary Byakuya, which in Byakuya's case, it wasn't exactly the best, but because Momo has status omens, it's not going to be as bad as Byakuya, and even then, it's an okay attack. She still has a great first strong attack, she still has a great second strong attack. Like, you cannot really go wrong with this character. She is going to be mainly meant to be used in arena, in farming droplets, and she's going to be doing the job just fine, especially if you don't have Swimsuit Isane. Up next is going to be the Lunar New Year's Rengiku. Now, I don't really like this character too much in particular because there's just way too much competition for when it comes to power Aronker killers, but what she does have is okay, and she's going to be a really good character to use for IT for when Aronker mobs are a thing, although you need to watch out because there are some ITs in which enemies are immune to paralysis, so like this character can get cucked pretty easily because okay, the multipliers are good because she has Frenzy +1, Berserker 40, damage inflicted at full stamina of 20%, and also has Guard Break, Havoc at 20%, increased status summon chance against Technique, Attribute, or Ronkers, and Sprinter +1, has strong attack reaches time with -12%. She can also revive on the Soul Bomb, so pretty damn good. And the innate skills, she does also have Read Aronker dodges, has Team Party Stamina Recovery, and also has Immobilizer on the innate skills. So the innate skills are pretty good. Now the kit, I can't really say the exact same thing because she has the 18% mag shave attack. Really terrible, but it's going to be really good for inflicting status elements since she does have the disabler. But any type of strong attack would have been better than this garbage SA1. I would have taken a lunge over that. 3k length beam on the SA2, same beam as Momo, and then a full screen third strong attack. She's good as a character. If you like Ringiku, you're definitely gonna have a really good time using this character. It's just that she's literally outplayed by a lot of better power around killers. Bruno, 5th anniversary Ichigo, 1000-year blood Rukia. Let me move on. Up next is going to be Christmas Toshiro. This guy is another power character, but is going to be used for IT and also is a Link Saw Potion character. Lads, you may want to get this character because farming pots in the game is going to be annoying without having one. And this is going to be a good character to pull. He's going to be a no affiliation killer, has Berserker of 40% with Frenzy +1, Debilitator of +5 seconds, Devastation of 40%, Havoc at 20%. Also has the Disabler against Technique Attribute no affiliation enemies, and of course has Sprint +1 with the famous Technique Link Saw Potion skill. He has freeze on everything, and as far as I know, I don't think there's an IT in which enemies have freeze resistance, so he's going to be really good to use regardless. And he also has Freezer, is that what the skill is called? Okay, I actually guessed the skill, I didn't even remember it. Also has damage to frozen enemies of 20%, and also has freeze immunity, so yeah, you can use him as an actual main in ranged no affiliation GQ and not get screwed over by the freeze puddles. That's all you guys really need to know. And then the attacks, he's actually pretty good because he has a 3k length beam like Momo. The SA2 is basically going to be the same as Power Hikone / Tokinada, everyone else, where he has the Vortex into pushback attack, and then the SA3 is 1170 in front. Yeah, this character is basically Power Hikone, but with a no affiliation killer, much higher multipliers, and is a Link Saw Potion character. That's all you guys really need to know, and he's a very good character at that. I do think that this character aged pretty well, despite the fact that now we literally have Nozomi and, of course, the Swimsuit Momo that pretty much outplay him as an actual Link Saw Potion character. But he's still pretty good to use, so I wouldn't really downplay him just yet. We're almost getting to the end of the list of characters, but up next is going to be Ruruka. This character is also going to be a droplet character, as she has the speed droplet drop of 30%, and is also going to be another tech flurry character. So in case you don't get Abirama, this character is still going to be really good for autoing content in the game regardless, because she has a flurry of +1, normal attack damage of 25%, has guard break, and also has weakening on all of her attacks. That being said, she is a Quincy killer, so just like Abirama, she won't make too much use out of the killer, but like, she still has enough multipliers to make up for the fact that she can be used in droplet zone, plus can weaken, so like, it's not that bad. And the innate skills, she comes armed with fire and poison immunity, so I can understand what they went with here, because they literally wanted to make her immune to status elements in droplet zone, and it works. As for the actual attacks, she has the same nat string as Rose and everyone else. 2500 length beam on the first. SA2 is going to be a crawling vortex, and then the SA3 is full screen. Again, the strong attacks don't matter. You literally only want them for protection and being able to inflict status elements. So like, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. And then up next is going to be Spirit Society Shad. Unfortunately, this character doesn't have guard break, but he is going to be really good to use in guild quests, and is an okay autoer for getting you started because he does have some good multipliers like Flurry, normal attack damage of 25% with a bruiser of 50%, also has Enhancer, Healer, and also has 30% melee damage. The only thing he doesn't have is the 30% killer effect outside of guild quests, where in guild quests it literally becomes like 50%, so it is a bit unfortunate, but he still is going to be really good to use in guild quests nonetheless, because he can boost on the second strong attack, has a vortex around him, and also has the revival mechanic, even though in guild quests he's not ever gonna use that soul bomb when using him as an actual side unit. But for PvE, if you ever want to manual play him, you can do that just fine, just so you guys know. And he does come armed with Read Soul Reaper dodges, medic, and weaken immunity, so perfect for guild quests. And the attacks, he literally has 2500 length beam. The SA2 is going to be the Vortex again, and then the third strong attack is full screen. Again, actually no, in this case the strong attacks do matter because he doesn't have guard break, so you're going to be needing to use the strong attacks a lot in order to break enemies' guards and being able to kill them. So like that is the only drawback about this character, but other than that, excellent GQ character. Finally, up next is gonna be Ginjo, which is probably gonna be the worst in banner, but not exactly, because this guy also has Quincy Killer. So in GQ, he's gonna be really good to use if you do not have the likes of the Hollow Lisa, because he is literally the only Quincy slash human slash whatever kind of freaking killer that stupid GQ has to have weakening on the entire kit. And also, just like Ruka and Momo, he is a power droplet character this time around. So again, another unit that is going to be useful for Enriched Droplet Zone in terms of getting droplets. But that being said, he is pretty weak because he only has Frenzy +1 with Berserker of 20%, no Havoc. He does have Guard Break at the very least, and he does have a killer effect of 30%, 50% multiplayer quests. But considering there isn't a lot of content for Quincy in general, that skill is completely negated, honestly. It would have been better if he had, like, per se, 40% Berserker right here, and also had increased strong attack damage of 20% to speed humans. I think that would have been a lot better than this stupid killer effect right here, honestly. He's not going to be making any use of it, especially not in guild quests. So there's that. And his kit is actually not that bad because, okay, for starters, he's going to be immune to poison, which is what you would want for that GQ in particular, since poison puddles are a thing. The SA1 is going to be the 40% Shade SA1. It's basically Bruno's SA1, but with no Havoc, so it is going to be a bit linear, but it's not a terrible strong attack. It's going to get all the damage in, and will also have a really good chance of inflicting weakening. SA2 is going to be the 800 AoE in front, and then the SA3 is going to be a full screen third strong attack. So the kit is good. It's just that he doesn't have the multipliers to make up for the fact that he was given Quincy Killer. And he's not ever going to use this stupid killer effect at all. It's just that damn bad, honestly. Oh my goodness. What were they thinking when making this character? They could have easily given him another killer than Quincy Killer. It is what it is, lads. It is what it is. So yeah, as a TLDR, this banner is worth it because you literally have 4 of the best units in the game. You have a lot of boosted links to use. You literally have 3 droplet characters to actually use, and there's also a Link Slot Potion character that you can pick up from the summons, and of course, quite a good amount of GQ characters to use as well from this banner. It is by far one of the best anniversary banners that we have gotten. By far, it has already topped the 6th anniversary, which is saying a lot. Thank you guys for watching this video. If this helped you in deciding whether to summon on the banner or not, let me know in the comment section below. I am going to be summoning on the banner tomorrow. As to how many orbs I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to go over 6 steps, but then we'll see how to go about it from there. Just depends. I'm going to be content with either pulling Ichigo and Uryu. Like, there's not a personal preference I have for the banner. So yeah, I'm literally only missing 6 characters from this, so it's definitely going to be worth summoning since the value is just strong in this one. It's absolutely worth it for me. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care, lads. Peace out, and I wish you guys the best of luck for the 7th anniversary. So take care, lads. Peace out, and I hope I get lucky too.